Morning everybody, we're here at a body corporate today doing some common areas, doing all the concrete cleaning. So I got my friend a knock here. Ladies love him, My lady viewer count's gone up to 10% now.
Oh, it would have?
Yeah, just because not close to my sexy face.
Is that why you give me to work with you?
Yeah, just to bring up my lady account. So doing all the common areas, let's have a look. So we've got all the common areas up here. I would try and find somebody that's walking around and say, hey, are you heading out, or do you have a gate code to leave the gate open? That way you can get that open and start that. Because you might even be able to drive underneath and put your trailer there.
Yeah.
So, but Sean hasn't called me back because he's probably sleeping. But get where you can. All the common areas out here. Alright, so we're doing the roof. It's a bit high on one side, but we'll spray from the back side, which is the lower side. So I just dragged up all the hose. We put the tank on divert, so we'll show you that a little bit later. This one probably a bit longer video because I'll film a little bit while I'm up on the roof because I feel quite safe up here. Just so you guys get another rundown on a metal roof. It's not too bad in spots. Some spots on the southern sides are a little bit worse. You might have to hit them twice. So let's turn around and have a look. So once again, we don't want the cord falling down. So I've wrapped it around the chimney just to stop it from sagging down. And then I've just got it all wrapped up around here. So I got my volleys on. So these roofs are quite easy to walk around on. As you can see, I've sprayed down there. I've sprayed the leaves out of that valley, same as down the front there. So I've sprayed the leaves out, so it's a little bit wet down there, but it's a lot safer to walk down the valleys because you've got screws either side down the valleys, so you can just walk along the screws. But generally I wouldn't, if I was to do that corner before I hop off, I would go down to the truck and change it over to water, and then I would spray chemical in that section until I run out of chemical, and then I'd come back and rinse another section of the roof, then I'd come back and rinse that, so then that section is nice and clean. So we might do that in two parts as we get off the roof, because we'll have to get down off the roof 1 or 2 times to do some rinsing on this roof. But we can do this roof in sections, so we can do that section over there, we can do a section over here, section over here, and we can always work to our dry side. So just excuse me while I turn around. Just because I say it's safe to walk on a roof doesn't mean I'm going to race or run around on the roof. I'm still going to be steady, cautious, everything I do. Always thinking about where I'm going next and what I'm doing. So well, what we'll do is we're going to spray half this roof and half that roof and leave the peak. So just get some chemical through. Sun's coming out, which is great. Alright, we've got chemical, you can see it changing. Sorry. You can see it changing. So what we can do is just wet down a section. I always advise to try and get as much area from one spot. So we'll let that dwell for a little bit. Then we'll move over. Drag on hose. You got flies coming around. Yeah. Just a little bit further, because if you want to just get this outside edge, hang on. Drag it. Drag the hose. So I'm going to stand on the capping here. As you can see, either side, toes on the screws. So what I want to do is get this little section down here. Get this little section down here. Now we're probably going to hit these twice. I'm only using 5% chlorine up here because this is a fairly new roof, so I don't want to damage it too much. So I'm just going to go through, lay down a whole bunch of first coats, and then just let it dwell, let it sit. And you can see the grooves down there are starting to clean out, but the sides haven't. But that's all right. Always keeping the hose to the side so you don't drip it on the pathway that you're walking if it drips. If it's dripping, you probably want to fix that. So still walking around on the dry. The idea is we just want to lay down some nice area. And that gives that other area time to dwell. This dwell time is going to be your friend up on this roof. The sun's coming out, so that'll start popping. It's nice. Cover fire. This roof here is not as bad, so this one will probably be the first one to clean out. Probably get up here a little bit. It'll be the first one to clean itself. I'll just spray a bit over there. Soak that up again. So we'll walk over there and we'll hit that area a little bit. So you want to get a fair bit of the roof in one hit before you turn it over to do a rinse. Just taking your time. Nothing worse than slipping. So you can see half that roof is gone already. we've still got heaps of dry area to walk on. What I'll do is I'll come over here. So we just want to double soak this area. That 5% is probably taking a little bit longer to pop off because it is quite dark in this area. So we could probably bump it up a little bit on the next go around. And then that roof is half cleaned off already. So this comes to dwell time. The idea is to run around and hit as much as you can with a low percentage, take off the easy stuff, then come back with a hotter mix just to spot treat sections. That way you're not just loading it up with chemical just to get the job done faster. So what we're going to do is walk down here. And we're going to have to go stronger because that's just not really cut that at all. So we'll bump it up like 2% and see what that does. That'll just pop that probably straight away. Well, this roof is gone. Just last little bit on that end. Alright, so we'll stop it here and then I'll duck back down the ladder, change it over, make it a bit stronger, and we'll come back and hit these areas again. Alright, so we're up on the roof. FYI, when you walk down the roof to change it over, be careful when you walk back up on the roof. When you walk back up on the roof, because you're going to drag water and moisture up on your shoes, and then you're going to hop on that slime and it's going to be slippery as. That's another main reason why you climb up a valley. So you got the screws, and then when you're up here, I just wipe my feet up on the capping. I'll just wipe my feet along the capping until it dries out and then I've got nothing. And then I can walk around the roof again because all my shoes are all dried out. And the heat in the roof is doing that fairly fast, which is great. And you can see half the roof is starting to clean off. So just got to spot hit a couple of areas and we'll be able to rinse those big sections. So now we start on the capping. We don't want to go all the way, we just want to get a fair chunk of it. Whatever you're comfortable with, you got to work out what that is. Each their own. Everybody feels comfortable in different ways. A bit of brown. So the great thing is we've got a fair bit of rain coming in next week. So this roof is going to look smicko. And they're going to have nice clean drinking water. Once it flushes any residue left off the roof. I'm just going to hit that again, coming out a little bit. Alright, well you can see my slip marks there, where I was slipping. So, still I don't want to spray there until I come back up on, once I go down, turn it on rinse, then I'll hit that section, or I'll wash that from the ladder. So either way, I'll get that one pretty easy. As you can see over here, there's only a couple of spots left, so we'll just hit them. What we'll do is we'll hit this section here, because we'll have water coming up in a minute to rinse that off. A lot of that I can hit from this side here. So we'll let that dwell, see what happens. You can see where I was wiping my feet. Still walking on all the dry stuff. Those leaves, I'll wash them off in a minute when I've got a bit of water. Try and hit that a bit harder. Right there a bit. Over here, not much left over on this side. A little bit there and a couple of bits down the bottom. Alright, just hit those a little bit more. So you can see when it just starts washing down the, so it's starting to kill it. As you can see over there, see that outline? So it's starting to work, starting to wash off the black. Main thing is you want to give it enough dwell time where it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you want to get water on it. Come over here. I want to try and get a fair bit of this roof done. Alright, we'll let that dwell for a bit. What we might try and do is get a little bit over this corner. Because yeah, I can see sections starting to pop over this side. So we'll walk down the valley here. See if we can get some stuff there. This is pretty close to my ladder, but I can still get off the roof safely. What we'll do is we'll have a look over here. Oh, nice. So, I almost popped everything. A little bit over there, a little bit there. We'll work on this side now. Get this top side done. So what we might do is we might just do a couple of extra sections. Because we'll bring some water back up in a minute. Or we might just wash the whole roof and not do water. But we'll do rinse. Because I'm afraid we'll give it a couple of minutes before we change over. Alright, we're looking pretty good. We'll hit this section over here. I'm probably... No, I have to rinse that to get the hose out. So I'll hit this again in a second so I can rinse that, have that dry, get that hose. So we'll come down here. Right, so we'll leave it like that, and then when we come up before the water comes through, we'll hit that bottom corner. So then if I'm going to spray chemicals, I can spray them from the ladder up, and then I'm not like right near them in my face. So if I spray like 1 meter, 2 meters, then when I spray this roof here, it's not in my ray, because I'll spray all this section here and here from that ladder. So what we'll do is we'll switch it over the water now. We'll come up, we'll rinse everything. I'm just worried about this one not popping. It seems to be hanging on for a bit. So I'll wait 5 minutes up here, because you can see this roof has just popped and all that's just cleaned off. So I just want to make sure this goes, because then once that goes and I rinse it, and I can walk straight down on the clean stuff, get the hose off, and then I can head down to the ladder once I rinse the whole roof off. So I'll rinse that area first, then rinse the rest of the roof. So then that'll be drying, because there's so much heat in the day that'll be dry for me to walk on by the time I finish the back side of the roof here. But we'll wait another minute or two so we can spray this section here and that one here. See, it's starting to go, but I just want to make sure it's gone with another touch up before I go down the ladder. Otherwise, I don't want to be coming up and hidden again and waiting. I'll try and get it now. You can see it's just slowly going, disappearing. So it's just disappearing. So just that dwell time is what the key is. Like, if you don't wait long enough, you'll spray, and you probably dump 300-400 litres of chemical, and all you have to do is wait 5-10 minutes. And then what you do is just do a little backup spray, just get the couple little bits, and that's it. Spray a little bit over there. Spray here. Do this again. A little bit over there. A little bit over there. Alright, well, I'll go down, switch it over the water. We'll have a good rinse of the whole roof. Get rid of some of these brown marks. And then we'll flick it back up to chemical and spray this section out here. We'll probably end up spraying that bottom corner when we come back up because we've still got chemical on the line. Alright, so we're back up the top. Once again, we had the same problem. A bit slippery coming up. The roof is pretty hot now. So we're just going to spray these couple of sections. Oh, turned off then. So we're going to spray a fair bit here while we've got chemical. Because we're pretty much not going to move to rinse off the roof. I don't know, my phone's overheating or something's turning off. I'm just going to go through. All that brown stuff's coming off really easy once you get a bit of water on it. Knock that. So let's see if it keeps recording. We'll just get that last little peak. We get a good dwell. Then we'll just wait a few minutes. Just see if that pops. It's starting to go now. And what we'll do is we'll rinse it from the ground because we can shoot up here pretty easy. Just give it a nice big spray down on this side. So, just the last bit of this roof. Pretty good roof, this one. A little bit awkward in some spots, but yeah, pretty easy roof to walk. Probably 22-degree pitch. Is about my comfort level. Oops. Any more than that, I like to shed it off from the gutters so I don't have to walk on it. But walking is definitely faster if you can walk. But be really, really careful. Just don't take it for granted. These places can be really slick. That can be like ice, and you'll just fall off a roof within seconds. I'm not condoning walking on roofs or anything like that. If you don't feel safe, don't even do it. It's a little bit bright here, so I'm trying to hide. Now the roof's clean. It's like boom. The sunnies are down in the car, so I need to go grab them. But it's a hot day. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Gonna be a nice storm this afternoon. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. So we're just waiting for that last little bit to pop. Starting to go now. It's a wee bit stubborn. Watch it drip out of the gutter, and don't want to get it on your private areas, your jingles. And that's going there now, so that should be fine. Now I'll come back and check that in a minute. So I finished the whole wash down. See, you got some mud wasps stuck up in the top there. So I can't get them out. So we'll just leave them. And then this is the diverter down near the tanks. You put a tarp over the inlet. You can see there's no water up there, no water's overflowed. So you always got to look for your diverter. So down there is the diverter. It's just a little green handle plug. And then it comes out down where this little clump of grass is. I pulled out some grass before, and it all comes out down there. So he's only going to lose about a foot of grass, which is neither here nor there, which is pretty good. Good result. So it drops off the back, and the back side is on like level ground. So we're all finished this job. I'm going to move on to the next one. Got to go up and grab the tarps up the top on the table, and moving on.